What's going on, traders? Today I'm going to talk about a topic that I kind of wanted to address. I've been wanting to address for a while, and this is something that I feel like it gets talked about a lot, and it's really important. It's not necessary, from my personal experience to master this part of what I'm going to talk about today. I'm talking about your edge, trading with an edge, right? That's what I'm talking about today, and you should already see that by the thumbnail and the description of this video. So surprise, surprise, right? So before I give my 2 cents on trading with an edge, or what is your edge? Do you even have an edge? All of that good stuff. I'm gonna go over here. We're gonna go over to the computer real quick, and I'm gonna just play this little clip, kind of a react to a video, or kind of a reaction. It's gonna be kind of a reaction video, but not really. I'm just using this as let's just come over here. Let's watch this video. All right,
reading. So what's extremely powerful is when you match that science with the art, which is what I'm sharing in this video. And if you look at any of the massive YouTubers, there's something that they do that combines with tactics. So if you can combine tactics with truth and trust, that is the winning formula for growing an audience. That is what's going to separate you from anybody else and truly make you unbeatable and uncopyable. So the whole strategy of copying each other's topics and copying each other's titles, it works to a certain extent, but if you're truly basing your content off of who you are and what makes you unique, and also what your audience truly needs from you, and combining that with the keywords and the categorization and everything the algorithm needs for you to get seen, that's how things really start to take off in kind of a crazy way. So anybody on the planet can teach tactics. That's the truth. And it's not a bad thing. I am not knocking it. I have been doing that for a long time on this channel. The issue with that is that literally I could go Google how to be a figure skater. And I could tell you these are the 5 steps to be a figure skater based off of just seeing what somebody else has done. And because everyone's become so obsessed with growing their audience on social media, a lot of the times that's what we default to. We default to just seeing what somebody else has done and copycatting them. But I don't even know if that's a word, I made that up, but you know what I mean. So when you do that though, you're stealing your unique differentiating factors, which is you. And I've said this before, but it's called YouTube for a reason. And I'm taking this advice for myself right now too. And it's been a big light bulb for me in the last couple of weeks. And I've linked to the last 2 videos so you can get context and see what I'm talking about. But that's really at the heart of this, is figuring out how you can be someone that nobody can copy.
All right, so what in the world? And by the way, shout out to Sunny, for dropping that gem on YouTube, dope content creator. But so in that video, she's talking about content creators and creating content, and so what in the world does that have to do with trading and trading with your edge? Okay, well, don't worry, I'm gonna tell you. All right, so what she's talking about there, the underlying message of what she's talking about is being yourself, right? So bringing the power of who you are into creating content. Now, in terms of your edge or trading with an edge, let's back up for a minute. Let's tackle this question. Do you have an edge as a trader? And the answer is yes, you do have an edge. It's likely you haven't discovered it yet, but you do have an edge. I don't even know you, and I know that you have an edge. Why? Well, the reason that you have an edge is because you are the only version of you on this planet, right? What she's talking about in this video for content creators is about being original and bringing your best self into creating your content. It goes, hand in hand with trading, or participating or trading in the stock market, right? Or the futures market or Forex or whatever it is that you trade, right? It's the same thing. We come with, everybody knows the indicators, everybody knows the popular indicators, everybody knows the popular tools, everybody knows about buying the dip, or about taking breakout trades or trading the momentum. We all know that. We all have heard of, the same things over and over and over. And, we have put together strategies and ways of putting all this stuff together to create the best opportunity for us to take advantage of a trade. However, what sets a Warren Buffett apart from someone else that invests in the stock market, right? And that thing is the fact that Warren Buffett is Warren Buffett. Can't nobody duplicate what Warren Buffett does, because Warren Buffett is the one and only. He has his own perspective. So Warren Buffett is the only person on this planet that can get the results that Warren Buffett yields, right? And the reason this is because he's the only Warren Buffett on this planet. No one else on this planet has the same exact perspective as the Warren Buffett does, right? There's a countless amount of books out there that that people have written on how he looks at the stock market, how he looks at stocks and businesses, and how he looks at accounting, and people have studied him, and he's had many talks all over the world. He's talked on YouTube, on other media platforms. He's everybody knows what Warren Buffett is doing. However, Warren Buffett is the only one who's able to yield the same results as he does, right? And that's because a long time ago, or early in his investing journey, he did discover his edge, right? Now, does that mean, is there only one edge? And not necessarily, right? So the edge, or the edge that's going to benefit you the most, is the fact that you are you, right? However, you can have a technical edge. So if you get all the indicators that fits your edge, right? So let's take the VWAP for instance, right? If the way I see the VWAP is not the same way that you see the VWAP, or the way that I see, it's the same indicator. It's plotting on everybody's charts. If we're using Sierra chart, it's gonna plot the VWAP the same way on my Sierra chart that it does on your Sierra chart. However, when it comes to my strategy and how I look to play, or how I may look at price action near the VWAP, it's gonna be different from the way that you look at it. I can give you my whole strategy from A to Z, start to finish, of what my strategy is and how I take advantage of the VWAP. And it could be my strategy can yield a 70 or 80% results, 70 or 80% results. However, if I give you everything step by step, I show you how to do it, I show you where to get in, everything, I give you the whole playbook, there's a good chance that you're not going to be able to yield the same results that I did, right? You may do better than me, you may do worse than me, but what's going to make the biggest difference is you, as an individual trader, using the power of you to use the strategy successfully. So this is why the motto of MP3 Trader is your trades your way, because the key to your success as a trader is all about you, right? If you listen to any successful trader or investor, they always talk about the personal journey that it was for them, more so than the technical side of what led them to consistently trading profitably. So at the end of the day, what does that tell you? It tells you that it was their journey to success was something that they personally had to overcome. They had to discover who they were. They had to discover how that related to the stock market, or and the way that they like to trade. And once they connected those dots, that's when you can see their results start to skyrocket, right? So to summarize this whole video up, right, and it's really simple, right? A lot of people overcomplicate this topic. They start talking about the technical edge that you possibly could have. However, if that was an edge, that I can easily give my technical edge to someone, and they should be able to take my technical edge, and I should be able to give it to anybody, and everybody should be able to use it effectively. However, that's not the case, and we know that's not the case because there's a lot of people out there who are selling, strategies that work. And by the way, all strategies work. They just don't work all the time. So, the only strategy that doesn't work is one that doesn't incorporate risk management, and that's not a strategy. All right. So that's a whole nother video for another day. I'm not gonna, go off on that down that rabbit hole. But just to stick to the edge, there's a lot of people who are selling strategies, and they're selling the education for how to trade or how to invest using their particular strategy that they're calling their edge. However, the people who achieve the greatest results with those strategies are the people who incorporate their real edge into those strategies. So your real edge, and you do have an edge, your real edge is you. If you do have an edge, you may not have discovered it yet, but now you know where to discover that edge, all right? That should let you know that you don't have to always go to these chat rooms and these social media groups on Facebook or Twitter or whatever and start asking all of these questions that you really can discover yourself. I see it all the time. I'm a part of a lot of social media groups on Facebook and all over the place. And the main reason I go there or I become a member of those groups is to help other traders and also to feed back and forth with other like-minded people. Trading can be kind of a lonely venture. In terms of what your normal circle is, because typically for most of us traders, our families are not also trading as well. So we have to look outside to external resources to find other like-minded people that we can communicate with and we can share ideas with, and we can work together with. So it's not such a lonely venture, right? So anyway, let me go ahead and wrap this video up. I know that last part didn't make any sense, and I've already talked about what the edge is. One more time, I'm going to summarize it up. The edge is you. You are the edge. Your whole goal in becoming a successful trader should be discovering the edge that's already right there in you, right? And once you discover that edge, it's going to change a lot for you. Well, it did for me personally. It wasn't just about trading anymore. It actually, me discovering my edge as a trader helped me in every other aspect of my life, right? So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this one up. I hope it made sense. It was kind of all over the place. I didn't script this one. I was watching this video, and that's where I got I had the idea to make this video a long time ago, but that's where I got just kind of the final kick to actually go ahead and make this video, because it just resonated with me so much. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this one up. I'll holler at y'all in the next one. Deuces.